So thank you everyone for joining us today. We have a great presentation coming up that I will help to be moderating. And we have with us three fantastic women from our Student Success Office who are going to give an overview of what student success is, and then what resources we have available to our prospective students and our current students who may not know what they want to study, or they start something and they realize it's not for them. So we're going to be able to show you, what's available to you and how RCC can support you with finding that right career path and education that fits you. So with me today, I have Christina Merriweather, who is a senior advisor in student success. We have Lori Pearl, who is also an advisor. You guys can, I don't know if they can see you waving.
Oh.
Hi. And then Christina Chaudel, who's also a student success advisor. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can get started on a little bit of a presentation for today. Just give me one sec. All right, so I'm going to go pass the mic on to whoever is starting this presentation.
Christina, do you want to start?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Christina Chaudel. I am a student success advisor here at SUNY Rockland Community College. I am an advisor with the School of Arts and Humanities. My colleagues here today, Christina Merriweather, is the senior advisor for the School of STEM and Nursing Health and Wellness. And also Lori Pearl, who is also an advisor in the School of Arts and Humanities along with me. So we wanted to give you a short presentation today on the Student Success Team, our commitment to you, to help guide you towards choosing and staying on your path.
All right, so in terms of what student success is, we just wanted to give you a brief overview. Recently, Rockland Community College has shifted towards a school-based model, and we really wanted to make sure that our students feel supported from the moment that you walk through the door, the moment that really before you even get into your seat in class, right? And so making sure that you have that support when you come in the door and that it follows you all the way up through graduation and beyond. So what is student success and who is on my team? So many of you may not realize that upon entering RCC, you're going to have a team of support immediately. And so each student is going to be provided with a student success team, and the student success team resides within your particular school. So there are 5 schools at RCC: the Arts and Humanities School, the Business and Professional Studies School, Education and Social Sciences, Nursing, Health and Wellness, and then Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, or in other words, STEM. And so that student success team is comprised of your student success advisor, which would be one of us, myself or Lori or Christina Chaudel. We also have other advisors. I think Gina Lovich might be on the call. She's one of our advisors in the Nursing, Health and Wellness School. But you will be assigned to a team of advisors based upon your school. So that would include your student success advisor, your faculty advisor. You're going to have a program director that oversees the program of study that you're in, the Connection Center counselor, and the Connection Center is wonderful. I know they'll be doing a session, I believe Saturday, where you can learn more about what they do, but they are your counselors. They're the people that if you're maybe struggling or need some advice or just need someone to talk to or need some resources, we have counselors here, licensed counselors that can assist you. Your team also is comprised of a financial aid advisor. So I know there's also going to be a session coming up on how to pay for college. And so you're going to also have a designated financial aid advisor that you can ask questions of and make sure that you're checking in with if you're receiving financial aid or plan to receive financial aid. And then of course there's the dean of your school that oversees the entire School of Arts and Humanities or Business and Professional Studies, and so on and so forth. And then lastly, this may or may not apply to you, but we have special programs at the college as well. So if you're in the honors program, which I know up next is going to be the honors program session, but if you're you're in the honors program, or if you're taking advantage of the wonderful resources that are in our TRIO program, if you're an athlete, if you're a veteran, you will actually have an advisor specific to those programs or a mentor specific to those programs. Okay. And so how do you know who's on your team, right? So I told you generally the people that are on your team. And so this is just a screenshot of what your advising profile will look like. Once you're accepted into the college, you're going to have an account that's going to be created for you through our self-service banner system. This is where you can find your transcripts, your degree evaluations, your registration status, student schedule. So on your advising profile, also, this is a screenshot of what it would look like for you. And so down at the bottom, where it says advisors, you'll see primary faculty advisor. So for this particular student, this student looks like is in the automotive program. So their faculty advisor is Dominic there. Connection counselor is Janice Moore. So, and then you see the financial aid advisor listed, the program director. So each of these people, and it's also attached you can also hyperlink to their email. So if you have a question around financial aid and you're like, oh my goodness, who's my financial aid counselor? I need to speak with them right away about this matter. You'll see, okay, so according to my student account here, it says that Sonia Martinez is my advisor. I'll click the link and I can shoot her a quick email so that way I can start talking with her. So I know there is tends to be questions like, okay, oh my gosh, all these people, how do I know who to go to for what, right? And so we'll actually talk a little bit about that in the next slide. So I'll go ahead and pass it to you, Christina.
Hello. So what kind of services do your student success advisor provide to you? Well, there's three things that we take care of over here in the Office of Student Success. As a student success advisor, I am here to assist you with academic advisement. I am here to assist you with transfer services, and I'm also here to assist you with career services while you're here at RCC. What Christina Merriweather was just discussing a little bit before was she mentioned something about a primary advisor. Based off of your program of study, you do have a primary advisor that you would usually see first. If it's a situation where, say, your primary advisor is not necessarily available, we would then have a secondary advisor. So in most cases, you would have a faculty advisor as your primary advisor and your student success advisor being a secondary advisor there to support you with any and all questions that you may have, or if you would like to seek an advisement session with your student success advisor. What we usually do, because we like to keep an open line of communication with your faculty advisor, what we usually do if your primary advisor is not available is just to ask the student that once they're done with an advisement session with the student success advisor to reach out to their faculty advisor just to confirm things and make sure that everything looks as it should as you continue to pursue your degree here with us at RCC. With regards to transfer services, obviously we're here to assist you on the next step of your journey. You're starting here, here's your foundation, and we're helping you to build upon that foundation. And then we're also here to support you as you head on to the next step. So we offer a variety of different transfer services here at RCC to help best serve you as you move on to the next step in the journey of your career path. And also career services as well to also support you on the next step of your journey, sometimes even to support you on the current step of your journey. We offer things like resume workshops. There's a variety of different workshops that I know Lori Pearl, who's going to be talking a little bit about our career piece in just a moment. But we do offer career services here at RCC to best support you on the next step of your journey. One of those things is a service that we provide that's called Focus 2, which Lori Pearl is actually going to elaborate a little bit more on for us for career services.
So sometimes we panic a little bit because we go, oh my God, I'm going to college and I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life. And one of the things that we can do is use Focus 2 to help you really figure that out. So basically Focus 2 is a tool that Christina's going to get into. She's going to show you a couple of screenshots of it. It has a variety of different assessments to help you determine what's the right path for you. And sometimes we'll take a look at your skills and we'll we'll figure out what you're good at, and we'll look at your interests and see what you like. And we'll look at your personality and your values, and also what you like to do in your leisure time. And the answer isn't really the same for everyone. Some of us are going to look at the lens and say, what am I good at? That's really what I want to do, something that I'm really good at. And someone's going to say, okay, I have values that are really important to me. I want to give back to the community. And you're gonna be part of that decision-making process. And the assessments are here to kind of make you think about all of that stuff and more. So Focus 2 also actually provides a college search feature, which allows you to search for potential four-year schools, which I would encourage you to do right off the bat. Start looking at what kind of programs might be out there. And also, it's actually quite user-friendly. You'll be able to kind of put in, okay, I want, this specific leisure activity at this college, and I also want this major. So as you go along, Focus 2 will allow you to save occupations, majors, and colleges. It'll also it'll have a review feature of all your overall portfolio. So you'll be able to see all of your assessments and some suggested occupations, which really goes a long way. And sometimes we'll see these things and it'll really resonate with you. And sometimes you'll realize, you know what, my interests, I have so many different interests that this is really difficult, but we're here to help you make some sense of the results. So don't panic when you see something that might feel like, oh my God, I don't belong doing that. We'll help you connect the dots a little bit. So Christina's going to show you some screenshots and it'll make a little bit more sense.
Okay, so this is just to give you a sense of when you first log into Focus 2, this is what you would normally see: your career planning foundations, and then your self-assessments. Each assessment is only a few minutes long, so don't worry, you're not going to be in there for an hour wondering what your values are. It's a very, very brief assessment. You also have the option to be able to combine assessments. So maybe, Lori had mentioned before about, values assessments, work interest assessments, skills assessments. Maybe there's a few assessments in there that really, really resonate with you, and you want to see, if I combined personality and values, maybe those are really important to you. You can combine and then see, based off of those assessments, what kind of careers really show up for me in that moment. And then just to give you a little bit of career and education planning results, you do have the opportunity to save occupations. So maybe as you're going through your assessments, there's a few that really do resonate with you. You have an opportunity to save those occupations. The other thing that Focus 2 and how Focus 2 has actually been specifically designed to RCC is the RCC degrees have already been pre-populated into Focus 2. So not only can you see the careers, you can also see, well, what degree would work best for that particular career path here at RCC. So you can also save majors. So maybe there's a major that resonates with you and you're like, maybe I'm interested in this and I think I want to head down this particular pathway. There is also a tool function for you to be able to search colleges. You can also search colleges to see, specific programs, okay, what's the next step of my journey? And that way you get an opportunity to save those colleges and go back at another time. And then obviously at the very end here, you have a review. So you can actually look over your entire portfolio. So you can see all of the information that you've done, your assessments, your occupations, everything that you've saved. And it just sort of becomes this one stop shop for you to be able to have a look at. You can also review these things with your student success advisor to ensure that, you still stay on the path that you're looking to go in. And yeah, so that's a little bit about Focus 2.
I was muted, sorry. Thank you for that presentation. So let's just get into some questions that, have come up a lot, with months students who have been here. So let's say like I chose a program when I started. I think you answered this a little bit. And then I realized I wanted to pursue something else. Is it like, how do I find the right major for me?
So you are going to look a little bit, at Focus 2. That's certainly someplace, a starting point, really. Honestly, when I do career counseling with students, we really look at it from so many different perspectives. But what I like to do is we look at the results of Focus 2 and we say, okay, does anything resonate with you at all? We might get 30 occupations. We might really try to stay open-minded at this stage, because sometimes we don't know enough about the job. We don't want to say, oh my God, this doesn't make enough money, when we don't actually know what it makes. Oh my goodness, this requires traveling, but actually it doesn't. So we try to stay open-minded at that early stage, and then we narrow down, and we narrow down by doing research. So we say, oh, you know what? Yeah, no, that really does go off the list, because that really doesn't work for me. So those are some of the things that we do in conjunction with a counselor. So we help you out with that. Also, we're also involved in ITTS. So ITTS was mentioned earlier by the nursing school, which is Intro to the Schools. And in that Intro to the Schools course, you're going to be doing Focus 2, but you're also going to be doing educational plans. And those educational plans are going to help you really look forward and say, okay, this might be some potential goals that I have, and this is how I want to get there. And if you have trouble and ITTS ends, you can come to your student success advisor, and we're going to help you lay out a plan for the future. So don't panic. We're here for you, and we're going to help you choose that major.
All right, great. What happens if RCC doesn't have the major I want?
Never fear, RCC is totally here to support that. So RCC may not necessarily have the major you want. That's totally okay. RCC offers a variety of general degrees that can really help to support you on your journey to your four-year program. So yes, we may not necessarily have the specific degree, but we may actually have the specific courses that you need to be taking before you head off to your four-year. Sometimes we call them prerequisites, or maybe getting something like your gen eds out of the way. You're going to be hearing a lot of those terms sort of thrown around as you're starting into your journey through your bachelor's degree. But we do offer these general degrees. Like, for instance, we offer a degree in AA Liberal Arts General Studies track, which offers a lot of wiggle room for you to be able to take a variety of different courses that may pertain to something as you do head towards your four-year program. So don't fear if you don't see a specific named degree. That's okay. That's totally fine. We can definitely work with that. Again, we offer those courses that are specific to a major when you do transfer off to your four-year. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you.
Great, thanks. So, a lot of students, when they're first admitted, they're like, oh my God, what's my first thing? How do I know where to go? So who here at RCC helps students get advised and find their classes and just get them on the right track?
Great question. Yeah, so going back to when you saw that screenshot of where you could find the names of your advisors of your student success team, that's actually where you can go. Once you're accepted, you'll be able to log into your My RCC account, and you should see an advisor listed. Now, if for some reason you don't see one, there's also a great, and maybe either Christina or Laura can put it in the chat, there is a great web page that we bookmark often and send to students, where it's basically says who is my advisor, because there are advisors that are assigned by program of study and by school. So again, I would say the first place to look is your My RCC account. When you go into your advising profile under the self-service banner, you'll be able to see your primary advisor, and then you can email that person and set up a time to meet with them. Or again, if for some reason you don't see it there, maybe the information just didn't get loaded yet, that's totally fine. Thank you, Christina. Christina just put it in the chat. You can go there based on your program of study that you're enrolled in. You'll be able to see who the assigned advisor is for that program. And it'll also link you to a Book Me link where you can literally just schedule an appointment with that advisor and they can walk you through. Depending on if you're also in a special program, also, if you're in TRIO, or you're an athlete, or if you're in the honors program, you should get information about who your contact is for those special populations, because those advisors also are involved in advising those students. So either way, you will definitely have an advisor as part of your student success team typically your primary advisor that will walk you through that process.
Great, thank you. I see some questions coming in on the chat. So one student messaged me directly. She asked if our programs are 4 years in length. Actually, we are a community college, so we offer you just associate degrees and certificate programs. So our courses are generally about 2 years in length. It may take a little longer depending on the course of study and how many courses you register for each semester. But as an associate's degree, it's usually equivalent to the first 2 years of a bachelor's degree. But we give you the option to start with us. It's more affordable. It gives you a fresh start. We don't look at your GPA for admission purposes, just that you have equivalent to a high school diploma. And you can then transfer onto a 4-year college after you graduate with us. And we have the tools and resources and the people to help you stay on that path and be able to transfer easily to that 4-year college. So another question that came in, oh, Christina Shodell just answered that for me about music classes. Perfect. Thank you. So a lot of, right now, particularly people are concerned about jobs. We always talk about transfer paths. When you graduate from RCC, can I get a job right away? Would you, as a student?
So we definitely have a bunch of degrees that are terminal in nature, like OTA, automotive tech, where you can jump right into the workforce. And even when we transfer, we're always looking ahead to the workforce, right? So what are we going to do? We actually just started, we're in the works is a micro credentialing program where you're going to be attending workshops and you're going to get badges for those workshops. And that's going to help you gain skills that employers are going to see. They're going to see the soft skills that you picked up. They're going to understand, hey, listen, this kid is, really invested in their work life. So another thing that we're going to help you do while you're here is really build that resume and build your online presence. You can say, well, I'm only in school. What am I going to be doing? But that's the moment. That's the time. You're going to see how many different clubs you can get involved in. You're going to have all your academic projects. You're going to keep those. Please don't throw them away. They're going to be great on websites. They're going to be great in portfolios. And this is part of who you are. You can show, hey, you want to know the program I wrote? Here it is. You want to see the marketing plan that I have? It's right here. And you're going to really take classes that are going to help you really on that journey. And we might do internships, we might do service learning. All of these things are things that you're going to take that are going to help you on your career path, and we're going to help you shape that experience and put it on a resume. So I don't want you to forget about that. It's such an important piece. So before you leave RCC, you're going to head to Student Success, and we're going to help you with that resume.
Great. So I guess that's who I can go talk to about my career path, right?
Yeah, so there's a few people that we recommend that you speak to. I mean, of course, you can speak to your student success advisor, and we can be a thought partner in brainstorming ways to really make yourself marketable. You also want to talk to your faculty advisor. Here's where, for sure, besides just, maybe academics course selection, for career purposes, your faculty advisors, your program directors, these are people that are experts in their field, right? They're teaching, they're probably current professionals in their field, right? And so they have a lot of knowledge about your particular course of study. So you already have them as part of your student success team. You should be reaching out to them, setting up meetings with them to see if you can talk more and brainstorm how to learn more about your area. Definitely set up informational interviews with any contacts that you meet. So, I mean, right now with COVID, we're limited in the types of job fairs and activities that we usually would have available for students to interact with potential employers or people in the field. But if we were planning some virtual things, those will not stop. But, anyone that you meet that is related or in that field, set up an informational interview, see if you can shadow, because that'll really be helpful. And then, of course, and I think Lori definitely touched on this, around reputable, you can join reputable groups on LinkedIn. It's never too early to start LinkedIn. Like, a lot of of times people think, oh, I only set that up once I'm job searching. Not at all. Like, now is the time to really start to put yourself out there and to start to network so that you can build those contacts for when you're ready to move into an entry-level position in your field. You already have contacts in your intended field.
Awesome. Awesome. Is there like anything at the campus that would allow me to, explore my, get involved with my career or potential career just to get a taste of it?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
We have a multitude of clubs here on this campus. We actually even have Club Week. That way you can see all of the amazing clubs that we offer through our campus and through the Office of Student Involvement. With regards to involvement on campus, there's a variety of different ways that you can be involved on campus. For instance, over in the Visual and Performing Arts Department, they have the Campus Players. That's their club. But say you wanted to audition for the shows. You don't necessarily need to be in the club in order to audition for the shows, and that's a way for you to, possibly get involved in on campus. It's also a way for a student to build upon their resume that they were involved in this show in some capacity. But again, opportunities like this exist in a variety of different fields. I'm just using the Visual and Performing Arts Department as a bit of an example with regards to those clubs and involvements. Internships, you can absolutely take advantage of an internship opportunity, and I always encourage students to take advantage of internships. That is an amazing door that could potentially open. You do this internship, things go well for you, those people will remember you. It might be a situation where they say, hey, go finish that degree and give me a call when you're done. You never know. So that's the beauty of having that connection now. For you. I would also encourage you to make sure to choose the gen ed courses that you're taking, or courses in general that you're taking. Choose them wisely. Make sure that you're choosing courses that pertain to your interest. So if it is a situation where you really want to explore a little bit more about criminal justice, please take an introduction to criminal justice. That way you get a taste of that world, and that way you can see maybe that is the road, maybe that is the path I do want to go down. So I always encourage for course exploration. um, you know, you can also, gain experience with a job in your area of interest, besides, internships, you might get hired in that particular area, and it gives you an opportunity to develop those skills literally on the ground and be earning a paycheck in your potential area of interest. I mean, that's pretty nice. You can also make your own opportunities. If it's something, maybe you're interested in working with computers, how about you rebuild a hard drive for a friend of yours? I mean, I'd love to learn how to rebuild a hard drive. That sounds great. Maybe you're really into graphic design and you want to, maybe you're building up a promo and you really want to, advertise it out, or, hey, I happen to be a really good artist, and, how would you feel about, I could make something for you for your business. It gives you an opportunity to really develop those skills in those particular areas of interest.
Right. Great, great. There seems like there's a lot on offer. So let's say, I thought I really wanted to be a nurse, and then I found out I don't like blood. And it's been a semester, or, I'm in my semester or two. And now I want to change my major to like business or something. How can I change my major?
You can change your major. That example is pretty specific, Corey. So you might want to consult your student success advisor before you completely jump into business admin. And sometimes, if it is a case like that, we may decide, you know what, you're better off staying with your general track degree here, but we're going to start setting you up for that 4-year program by using your electives wisely and giving you a chance to explore explore those business classes. So by the time you get to that 4-year school, you're ready to go. You know you love macro, you love micro, you're good to go. But yes, generally it is relatively easy because of those gateway classes that we have, the speech, the English 101. So much in that first semester or two is so similar, that you'll be able to really explore it. And what Christina said is so true. By using your social science elective wisely, you can take macro, you can take sociology, you can take a criminal justice class, you can take psychology, and all within there you can start to really explore. And so yeah, you can absolutely start undecided. You can start undecided within a specific school and work from there, and then you'll get your gateway classes. So we're certainly going to help you map that out, and we're going to help you make those decisions along the way.
Great, thank you. Just a couple more questions. I know a lot of students, they're not sure that what they want to study, or they think they know, but they're not, 100% positive. And it may take them some time, to pick a major, and they come in as, they just choose to be undecided, which is totally okay. But so how long can a student remain undecided?
That's a great question. So financial aid allows you to remain undecided for 30 credits. So, I mean, you may be paying out of pocket for classes, so maybe that doesn't matter so much to you. But if you are going to be receiving financial aid, it's good to note that you can do up to 30 credits as undecided. At that point, you're going to have to choose a major. I would just say, if you already know that you want to follow a very specific career path, you're better off declaring a major as soon as possible. And that's why I think the earlier you start to talk with your student success advisor or your faculty advisor about your interests, the better we'll be able to help you navigate what program of study would be best fit for you. Now, we also realize that some students come to us and they say, well, I already know that RCC doesn't have my major, which I know we talked about that earlier. And so, and that's okay, but we have things like general studies where you have lots and lots of electives that will still allow you to be in a program. If it's general studies, humanities and social sciences, or arts and humanities, then that way, you still have the flexibility to take other classes that will help prepare you for another program at another school, and prep for that. And you're still in a program. So if you want to apply for financial aid and things like that require you to be in a program, you're still covered, but you're not in a specific major. So yeah, but I would say, in terms of a timeline, if you are receiving financial aid, know that you do have a timeline of 30 credits where you have to declare something.
Great, perfect. And one last question, which is a really a question that in admissions we always see and we always get asked, where can I transfer to after I complete my studies here at RCC?
Well, you can start here and you can go anywhere. That's sort of the beauty of coming to a community college. As our RCC is a 2-year institution where you can be finishing an associate's degree after 2 years, and then transferring off to your 4-year program. A lot of students come here as a foundation. This is where they want to start. Maybe they're not ready to head off to the 4-year program just yet. That's fine. Maybe it's a situation where financially it just makes a lot more sense to start at a 2-year community college. I also speak as a proud alum of RCC. I finished my associate's degree here in the Stone Age, and now I work here. So I'm a very, very proud alum. I'm very proud to speak about being and working here. And the thing I love about having a 2-year associate's degree is that I've got something to show for the work that I put in. And that's one thing that really separates us between us and the 4-year program. After 2 years at a 4-year school, there's no associate's degree. It's just great. You finished your first 2 years. Here, you have an associate's degree. You actually get a college degree at the very end of this. So that's really nice. That's another, accolade. That's another nod that you can put to yourself. It's another qualification that you can put down on your job. Hey, I have a bachelor's in this. I also have an associate's in this. I finished, I have 2 college degrees at the end of this. It's pretty nice. We also, especially because of the fact that we are a SUNY school, SUNY transfer path schools, there's a lot of ease when it comes to transferring gen ed requirements. We have courses that have been approved through the SUNY system itself. So, you might wind up having to take a class in the arts, and guess what? You needed an arts gen ed at your four-year school. It happens to be a SUNY school, and guess what? There's an ease in transferring then when you do transfer off to a four-year school. We also do offer, an ease of transfer off to four-year schools that are outside of the SUNY system. So it's not like you have to be stuck going to another SUNY school. We have a lot of agreements and articulations actually with four-year schools that are outside of the SUNY system, which is something that we're seeing quite often now happening with a lot of the four-year schools creating a lot of really wonderful articulation agreements with the two-year community colleges, which offers a lot of an incentive for a student to finish an associate's degree, especially when it comes to transferring your credits to the four-year school. You might be transferring in an entire degree as opposed to transferring in just a bunch of random credits. They might be more amenable to transfer credits because it's a degree. For instance, we had a student that worked in our office. Him and his best friend went off to Binghamton together. He finished his degree, his friend did not. And his English 101, they accepted because he had a degree completed. His friend, unfortunately, did not finish a degree with us, and he had to go back and take his English 101 class because they wouldn't accept it. So there's a lot of incentive to finish your degree. The other thing that we also talk about is the opportunity for tuition breaks for students that actually finish an associate's degree. We have articulations with Pace University. They offer scholarships to students that finish an associate's degree. Ramapo College right up the road, they also have a tuition break for RCC students specifically. William Patterson as well. This is just to name a few of the schools. We do get a lot of four-year schools that come to us and say, we want to work with you. We want to create a bridge with you. And, we obviously know that, one of the big reasons that a lot of your students come to your university is for cost effectiveness. It can't beat it. It's fantastic. You can get the best of everything, and it's not going to cost you $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 a year. You're still getting the same stuff. It's amazing. And they understand that, and they want to work with our students in that way. So they will offer tuition breaks to our students who finish an associate's degree. And we're here to help assist you with that. We're here to help guide you with that. When you start finishing up your first year, we even tell students after their spring semester, it's time to start considering where you're going to be going next year, because you're almost, you've got 1 year left, and that 1 year is going to fly by. That's the other thing too about the 2 years, is that it goes by very quickly. All of a sudden you're going to be like, wow, I have a degree. I didn't see that coming. And then all of a sudden you're transferring off into your four-year program, and it just, flourishes and continues. One of the things that was brought up before was, yes, RCC is a community college. It's a 2-year associate's degree program. We do offer bachelor's programs. We have affiliations with RCC, things like SUNY Cobleskill, SUNY Purchase, Bellevue, just to name a few of schools that we offer an agreement or an articulation with, so that students can be working towards their bachelor's degree.
Great.
So there it is.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. It seems like there's a lot of opportunity. And if anyone else has any questions that they want to ask, please enter it in the chat box. Right now, that would be great. We can get to them. But as I hope most of you have gathered, we do have a lot of support here at RCC. We want to make sure that you succeed and you find that career path that fits you. And we want you to stay on that path and achieve your goals. And we're here to make sure you succeed, hence the name Student Success. But I really do appreciate all of you participating in this presentation today. I hope those that were in attendance did benefit from it, and we have recorded it so we can showcase it on our website, so future other students will be able to benefit from it as well. There's a lot of good information that was shared in this, so thank you very much, ladies. for answering all my questions.
No problem, anytime.
Yeah, so I'm just going to share my screen one more time to advertise our upcoming sessions. So we just finished our 5 o'clock session, and at 6:30 we do have an honors session. It is a separate Zoom. You do have to pre-register for that, so make sure to go to our open house website to get to that. And then tomorrow night we have the School of Arts and Humanities and School of Education and Social Sciences presentation. And we also have our funding for your education at 5 o'clock for financial aid and paying for college. Thursday, we have the School of Business and Professional Studies and Career Skills Academy. And at 6 o'clock, we have the resources for adult learners, where we have people from financial aid, child care center, mental health, connection center, and our tutoring center who will be joining us that day. And then on Saturday, it is EMSA Day. We have the Enrollment Management and Student Affairs office on display. You can find out more about what is offered in EMSA. And that includes admissions, financial aid, student accounts, student success and advising, student involvement. All different types of departments will be available to talk to that day through breakout rooms and Zoom. So we do encourage you to pre-register for these events, and we look forward to sharing more information with you and hopefully having you join us here at RCC, if not this spring, for the fall semester of 2021. So thank you so much, everyone. I have, I think, one question. Oh, someone was asking about the honors info session. It is about our honors program. It's a nationally recognized program that offers tier 1 level classes to our students. There is a separate application process, but it is for students who are looking for a little bit more and want to, maybe transfer on to, a little bit higher schools, or, they have faculty mentors, there's an internship requirement, or you can study at Cambridge University if that's allowed. And so there's a lot of opportunity, but I would definitely go to the honors session and find out more about it if you're interested in it. So definitely check out our honors information session. I will put the link in our site in the meeting chat room. And give me one sec. And that is the link to all our information sessions. We also have independent departmental sessions available. A lot of people are interested in nursing. Nursing info sessions will be posted on there. There is our 24 credit program as well, and other business and auto tech and all the different programs have their own department information sessions. So check those out. Admissions also has weekly sessions as well. So on that note, okay, one more question and that's it. How do I know if my application went through? Once you apply, we will process applications usually within 48 hours of receiving them, and you should receive an admission letter or email to the email that you put on the application form. So you'll receive an acceptance email. You'll receive a couple of them. There's an acceptance email, a login email with your login information for our MyRCC portal, and a next steps email informing you on what your next steps are to get enrolled here at RCC. So you just need to double check your emails. All right, on that note, thank you everyone for coming, and we hope to see some of you tomorrow night at 4 o'clock. Thank you. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.